Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another stream. Okay, first and foremost, I have a story about this. Welcome back to episode 41 and 42 recap of You and Idol Precure. Welcome. Hello, everyone. Let me say my hellos first and foremost. Hi, Lily on Twitch. And hello, oh my goodness, hello, everyone on YouTube. Hi, I love Pokemon. Hi, Dahlia. Hi, KiroX. Hi, Luna. Welcome in. Hi, Samela. Welcome in. How are you all doing? Welcome to the stream. So, first and foremost, look at my hat. Okay, actually, I'm kind of lying. Technically, my birthday is tomorrow, but I'm wearing the hat today, so everybody be quiet. Okay, because I'm not gonna stream on this channel tomorrow for my birthday. So just it's okay. It's my birthday today. I can have 2 days. Technically, my birthday's tomorrow. My birthday's December 2nd, if you were wondering. But yes, it is my birthday almost my birthday tomorrow. I will be not here tomorrow. If I do stream for my birthday tomorrow on the gaming side, it's gonna be late. Thank you for the happy birthday messages. Thank you. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Oh my goodness. Let's see, I can't believe Kaito became a cure. Me either. I was not looking at that. Like, I actually low-key got spoiled because, I love the Precure community, but, people love to spoil stuff. Like, I've tried to, be better in the past couple years about not spoiling stuff by, like, just, like, you know, posting thumbnails that aren't blurred or, like, you know, just even with the stream, waiting a couple days until most people have probably seen the episode, but like it got spoiled for me that he became a cure, and I was like, huh? What? So that was interesting. Yes, so I got spoiled and I was like, really? No way. But apparently there is a way. I have some thoughts. I do have a lot of thoughts about episode 24, but I'll talk about that in a second. Kind of confused. This is like a recap. 41 and 42. Yes. Okay. I'll go ahead and talk about this. So, yes, this is a recap of 41 and 42 because I technically missed last week and I couldn't figure what was going on last week. So, let's just say M watches Precure on a site that isn't official. Cough. Wink. But basically, they delayed the episode on the website that I watch it on, and I thought that the Precure, like, entire series, like, it was just delayed everywhere, but I think it was just delayed on my website from what I saw, and so it took a couple days for them to post the episode, but I was at work when the episode came out, so I did not have time, especially with the holidays. I just didn't have time to do honestly any streams. I haven't been streaming even on Twitch. I just have not had time, so I thought I would just like mash these two together because I'm gonna be so real. Episode like 41 is very filler, and I'm gonna talk about it very briefly because it's just filler. Episode 42 is where like more of like main story really focuses, so we're gonna be really focusing on episode 42, but because I didn't get 41 in there, I want to talk about it very briefly at the start of the stream. So yes. Hi! Oh my god, hi, Sakura Mito. Welcome in. How are you doing? Let's see, I'm just catching up on the chat real quick. Totally gotta get that money for real. Be negative stream? I didn't like it. Ooh. I don't hate it, but I also don't like it. Could be worse. It felt underwhelming. His color was pretty, and that's the nice thing I'll say. Yeah, I like the shade of blue. Yeah, honestly, pretty shade of blue. I feel like he would be in the category with Kier Milky, so maybe she's not alone anymore. I think Kier Lillian technically is also there. We're getting a lot of cures that are kind of like teal. I'm just realizing that, wow. Saw it on Twitter, yeah. I don't, I only follow like VTubers and stuff on Twitter because my Twitter now is just like VTuber Twitter, trying to like, find support as a VTuber. But yes, I've seen the Precure trending tab when this episode came out. Yes. Oh, really? People on Twitter hate this so much, but not a it just sucks level. It's like a let's throw slurs at him level. I mean, that's just Twitter. That's just everyday Twitter. That's just Twitter, honestly. Oh my god. Hi, Ez. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're just talking about the You and Idol episodes and the big reveal for Kaito. Crazy stuff. Like, again, I did not expect this. Like, can I bring up the logo real quick? Okay, if you guys haven't seen, I made a video this past week where I was blonde. Oh my god, I was blonde. I was pulling the Phil Lester blonde era because I bleached my hair. And I did a video where I talked about the logo because we need to talk about this as well. Star Detective Precure. Let's do that first and foremost. Actually, let me do this. Let's do You and Idol. There's so many things I want to talk about, so this is going to be a longer stream today because I just really have a lot to yap about. You and Idol Precure logo. Can we check the logo real quick? Is there any teal? Oh my god, wait. Okay, I don't feel like this necessarily can hint at Kaito. I'll talk about this in a second when it comes to my video, but about Star Detective. But with Precure, you can often tell something's going down by the logo, and I mean, you can see something that looks teal, but I would not have assumed that Kaito would be a cure by looking at this. Now that we're looking at the logo completely, I think, again, the logos will tell you so much about what you're going to see in the series. So, like, we can analyze it now. So, of course, we theorized that you would get the pink cure from the plaid. I'm going to call this plaid. It's probably not plaid. The pink, the purple, and the blue. Got that. Uta, Kokoro, and Nana. And then you have the little hearts, the black and white hearts. You got that with Zakyun and Kiss. And then you can even see now that Idol is technically, she's not a dual cure, but she has a red form and she has a pink form. So this kind of even hints towards her own costume. But if anything, I feel like the U makes me think yellow. I almost would have felt like it would have been appropriate to have him be a yellow cure because of all of the yellow in the show, or in the, what's it called? The logo, instead of like teal, because I just was not getting that vibe. But that one threw me for a loop. That one really threw me for a loop. Hi, Rain, welcome, Brandon, welcome. But yes, that one threw me for a loop. I really did not expect Kaito to end up being a cure. Like, you can usually tell a lot from the logo, and I did not see that coming. I'll be so for real. I did not see that one coming, so that's something. But let's talk about Star Detective Precure real quick, because we've got the logo now. So they released the logo for the 2026 season, which is Star Detective. And if you guys haven't seen, I did a video on this, so I'm gonna put it like right over here on top of my name. But yes. Basically, I made a video theorizing about this, and I do want to say, first and foremost, a lot of people in the video threw out some really good ideas that I didn't even think about. For example, someone very recently said that what I theorized to be a feather, where you see the little orange marks, that I feel like there's going to be an orange cure, like either a fairy or something, you know, maybe a mid-season by these little orange marks. But someone said this little what's it called? Like this little thing here. I said it might be a feather, and someone else said this might be a question mark because they're detectives and they're solving mysteries. I like that. I didn't even think about that, and now I'm looking at it. I'm like, damn, that's so obvious. It's so obvious now. So I'm like, well, Y'all got me. Also, a lot of people are pointing out, because they have stars and stuff in this. It's Star Detective. So I was theorizing maybe it was going to be something more on the lines of like Star Twinkle, something kind of like spacey and astral, but a lot of people were like, well, it could just be Star Detective, as in like you're a great detective, like the best, one of the best. Dare I say it's an ace detective. But I like that. I like both of them, honestly. I feel like it would definitely be a combination of both. I love a good star space season, so we'll just have to see. But that star, it's really making me think we're gonna see some more star influence. But we've got so much star stuff in Precure. We got Dancing Star this year. We have Star Twinkle. We have a Cure Star. We have a Cure Etoile, which is star as well. Like, there's just so much star stuff. So I'm just kind of like low-key wondering, like, are we gonna see a continuation of that star pattern, or is this just throwing me for a loop? Is it just throwing me for a loop? I feel like this one's a little bit hard because we're not getting as many colors. Like, there are primarily 5 colors. Primarily, there are like 4 colors. I'm gonna count this yellow because I think the star makes it. But like, primarily, there is a pink, a purple, a blue, and a yellow. So primarily, there are like 4 colors, and then you have this little tiny bit of orange. So I've also seen a lot of people talk about dual cures recently, and I know a lot of people are not happy, which I can't say that I necessarily blame you. I see a lot of people who are like, we've got a lot of dual cures, we don't want any more dual cures, because in the video, because of the way that the pattern is on the words pink and purple, I was like, I wonder if this is gonna be either one, a dual cure, so we'll have another pink and purple. And I also was like, what if this is just the colors that you're gonna see on one of the cures? Like, what if they're gonna have just like pink and purple in their outfit, something like that? So a lot of people were not enthusiastic about having a dual cure because we've had dual cures a lot. We've had it in this season with Zakyun and Kiss, and I wouldn't necessarily say, but it's definitely borderline wonderful, and friendly technically could be considered a dual cure because it took a very long time for anyone else to show up. Even though we knew that like Lillian and Naomi were gonna be cures, took a while for them to show up. Also, I'm so sorry, I cannot remember the name of like the rabbit and the boy from that season. I did not finish Wonderful Precure. I kind of dropped Wonderful Precure, but like to be fair, low-key, they, I guess, were also technically dual cures as well, so that's interesting. But yeah, like, I think there's just been a lot of dual cures, and I think it would be nice to see like the lineup of like, here's one, then here's another one after a little bit, and then here's another one, and so forth, you know? I think it would be nice to yeah, exactly. Can we put it into dual cures for a while? Yeah, it is. It's been very repetitive, and I feel like Precures really got into this pattern recently, and I think it's because they found out that it works. I think Toei has found that certain patterns that they do work, but once you keep doing it so many times, it starts to get a little annoying, and my frames are dropping a little bit. So let's see if that's gonna kill me. I don't think so. Anyway, we're good. We're balling. But yeah, like, I think they need to let certain things rest. Like I think they need to let the dual cures rest. Also, I saw a lot of people saying like, we really want to see a yellow cure, which is something that I picked up on as well, and I put it in the video because, like, again, that yellow star, it just, something speaks to me about it. Maybe it's just me yearning for more yellow cures, but yes. Also, I want to correct, like, in my video, I think I said that Yum Yum was an orange cure and not a yellow cure, and like, it's so weird because on one site that I looked up, it was like, she's an orange cure, and then I looked up another site when other people were telling me, oh, actually, Yum Yum's a yellow cure, and I was like, well, okay, let me check some other sites. And other sites say she's yellow. I don't know what she is anymore. Like, some people are like, no, she's orange. And then others are like, no, she's yellow. I think she's yellow. So, That's kind of wrong in the video, but it's okay. It's okay. Moving on. But yes, anyway. If you guys have any thoughts that you would like to hash out about Star Detective, do let me know. I'm invested. I think I'm invested in this one. I'm gonna be real. I really hope that it is better than this season. I really hope it's better than this season. Who said that? Who said that? Anyway, I really hope it's a good season this time. Oh my god. I love you and Idol. I love Idol stuff, but I fear this one did not hit. But they got a couple episodes to make me change my mind. Got a couple more episodes, change my mind, Idol Precure. But yes, I'm excited. So anything you want to talk about with this logo and whatnot, any theories, any cure names? Also, someone pointed this out as well. I said it'd be cool, like, if we did have a duo, I think it'd be cool to have a cure lock and key, because, you know, like detectives, you know, lock and key, I feel like it fits. And then I totally forgot that, I'm so glad someone pointed this out, because I totally forgot already. There's already a cure key. Or a cure lock or something. I think it's cure lock. Isn't that from Star Twinkle? Yeah, cure lock. The blue one from Dancing Star Precure. I completely forgot. So oopsies, I completely forgot about him. Honestly, low-key, Cure Top is my favorite. So sorry Cure Lock, but you got booted a little bit from my memory. But that's not gonna work now, so we'll have to see what else we can do. But yeah, if you guys have any like cure names you would like to throw out, then be my guest. Any ideas or anything you have about this season, let me know. Hi Chrono, welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing? We're going over a couple of the Precure stuff that happened this week, because a lot of stuff happened. And yes, let me catch up on chat. Ooh, Cure Mystery is a good one. Cure Mystery is a really good one. I like that. Cure Mystery, I like that. That's a good one. Let's see. I feel like they were just trying to hype it up. Yes. It's obvious, just a somewhat, yeah. Definitely. Like, with the whole, I think this is regarding Kaito still, like, the Cure, Connect. Also, I feel like they wanted to call him Cure Echo, but they pulled an M and they forgot they had a Cure Echo in, like, the movies. Because everything that he said this episode was echo, echo, echo. His song was like an echo song, and then like his like attack was like an echo thing. Like, bro really wanted to be Cure Echo, but they completely seemingly forgot. And so it was like Cure Connect, because we connect people by song. Like, sure, okay. I think they'll be investigating space mysteries. That sounds interesting. I really want a good, like, detective series. Like, a good one. A good one is what I want. Like, I think I would love to see them actually investigating, like, you know, mysteries, and not just it being kind of silly, because I feel like this season feels very silly. So I think I would like to see a season that's just a little bit more serious, especially when it comes to the villains, which... I got yap about Lady Darkine. I'll do that later. They love stars, they really do. They really do. Honestly, it dates back to Taiwa Precure. Yes, the duos, yes. I think Star Detective might have a character from previous sessions come into the show. Ooh, interesting. Oh, there was a detective in You and Idol Precure. I think she'll be on her own cure. Which detective? Because I know Uta's sister, I can't remember her name. I think it's Himari, something like that. I know that her sister was like a little detective for play one day, so that was cute with the dog. It was just a filler episode, but it's pretty cute. But yes. Well, hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving this week. As a diehard Scooby-Doo fan, mystery novels like Nancy Drew. Oh yes, I can't believe I just thought of that now. Mystery theme season would be awesome. Yes, oh my god, it would be so good. It'd be so good. Especially if they were like just a little bit more serious. Like, again, I know it's a kid's series, but I would love it to be just a little bit more serious. Just a tiny fragment more serious, especially like some of the older ones, like genuinely, I think, oh my god, what's it called? It's in my brain. All I can think about is Tsubomi. Tsubomi season, Heart Catch, yes. I think Heart Catch genuinely over the years has actually become my favorite. Like, genuinely, the more I think about seasons of Precure that I watched and I really enjoyed, like, Heartcatch really just kind of blossoms, flower theme, blossoms in my mind. Like, I really liked, like, Heartcatch. Now that I really think about it, I'm like, I enjoyed that through and through. Like, even the fillers, I enjoyed it. So, like, I think genuinely something a little bit more serious like Heartcatch would be a little bit nicer. Not to say that they didn't have unserious and funny moments, but like when it came to like being a Precure and when it came to like fighting evil, they were pretty serious as magical girls. So I kind of miss that aspect just a little bit. I feel like this season I feel like You and Idol was very unserious when it came to the villains. The villains just kind of feel like they're just thrown in there to be an opposition. Like, they really don't have any real reason to be in the show. Like, they're just kind of a nuisance. Like, they're like, I feel like the idols are getting tired of them because it's just like, they don't do anything. They don't really cause any real damage. Like, you know, like there's no real threat with them. So low-key, they're just a little bit annoying in my opinion. So I really want to see some nice villains. But yes, I'm gonna take this off the screen now. But yes, let's see. Let me catch up real quick. Oh yeah, the name. I don't even remember what her sister's name is. I'm surprised there aren't more here watching. Well, it is what it is. It's early. It don't really matter. View count does not matter when it comes to streaming. Just does not matter. Also, I do stream on Twitch, but like view count does not matter whatsoever. But yes, villains and Precure are just fill-ins at this point because obviously each season has to have a threat. Real. Like that's the thing with this season. Like the villains just kind of feel like a joke. And I have stuff to yap about in episode 42 about that. But I gotta do episode 41 first. So I'm gonna talk very briefly over episode 41 just because it's like, it's a silly filler and I'm gonna do my little rant once more. I like filler episodes if there aren't too many, but I feel like You and Idol has been the majority just filler episodes. I feel like it's just been filler episodes. Like, am I wrong? Do you guys feel that way too? I just feel like it's just been filler. Like, I haven't been super excited with this season, sadly, even though it's one that I really wanted, simply because of the fact that there's just been so much filler. Like, I don't even feel like they're really, like, honing either idols or the magical girl aspects of what Precure is. I just kind of feel like they're trying to slap the title of magical girl and idol onto just like whatever the season was. It's just filler. Like, it's just not been very exciting and that's kind of sad. But yes, honestly at this point they're more for comic relief. Honestly, there's a detective anime series called Opera Milky Holmes, which I highly recommend that because if this new Precure season is anything like that, I would be excited. I really want them to solve space mysteries because the star is on the title. Yeah, same. I also believe that Uta's younger sister was foreshadowing this season all along for the detective episode. Oh my god, yes. Honestly, that's another thing I pointed about, like, in my video, that her being a detective, I'm like, is that actually like, you know, like a foreshadowing, like you would never understand until the logo came out thing? Because if so, I will say that's pretty good marketing if they actually did that. But we'll have to see. I feel like maybe they did that, maybe like a little tease, and no one would have thought because it's just like there's so many random fillers in this season. Like if they really wanted that to be the like the hint for next season, I feel like they should have done a better job with it instead of just making it be like a silly little like one-off filler episode. Like stress the importance more of her being a detective or something, make it a important episode, you know, put in some more hints or something. So I don't know, I feel like yes, it could have been a foreshadowing, but I feel like if it was, it was not a good way of doing foreshadowing. So yes. Yes. Yeah, you and Idol felt underwhelming. Yeah, definitely. Exactly. Go home, lazy villains. Yeah. Ooh. Any video ideas? I got one. What themes would... Ooh, I like that. What themes would bring Precure franchises back to Futawa Precure roots? Ooh. What do you guys think? What kind of themes would you guys think? I'm trying to think of some themes. I feel like, honestly, when Precure started, there were not themes. Like, Futawa didn't really have a theme. Yes 5 and Go-Go just really didn't have themes. Like, it was just magical girls. And then they started with the themes, which is interesting. I'm trying to think of some. I feel like there would... I'm trying to think if Heartcatch really had a theme. Heartcatch feels like it's a flower season. It's very flowery, but not over flowery, you know? Like, if it was a pure flower season, I feel like they would have all been named, like, a flower of some sort, but you have Marine, Sunshine, and Midnight. I kind of like that because it's like, the flower is a theme, but it's not the overarching theme, you know? But I'm just trying to think. I can't really think of any, but if anyone has any good ideas to answer that, do put them in the chat. Get me to write a Precure season. I turn it upside down. Ooh, honestly, I feel like I could do a really good Precure season too. Like, I talked about this, but I'm currently writing a book, and I've been taking writing classes, so I feel like, genuinely, I got some good ideas. Yeah, the first 3 seasons, honestly, were dark versus light standard storytelling. After all that, after all, it was just the beginning. Yeah, definitely. Honestly, no, theming, like you said, make each episode its own. Yeah. Oh my god, a cat theme? A cat theme would be cool. Cat theme. We've had a lot of cats recently, though. We've had Uni, Naomi. I'm trying to think if there's any other cats, and I can't think off the top of my head. But yes. I like small amounts of filler, but this season compared to previous seasons like Doki Doki, Sweet, and Heartcatch, there's way too much for God-forsaken filler in this season, dear God. Previous seasons, especially Futawa, Precure knew how to balance filler and still keep the main plot, especially Nagisa and Honoka's struggles to try to get those prism stones from the Dust Zone villains early in the first half, and Sweet Precure more focused on repairing Hibiki and Kanade, strained relationships, which works so well with the season's music theme, which is far better executed in season. It really rarely had filler because every single episode was building up, developing their strained friendship. Exactly. Oh, your cat stepped on your keyboard. I got you. Hi, Callie. Welcome in. Oh my goodness. I'm just like, yeah, like the filler is a lot in the season, and I'm very disappointed by the amount of filler. I wish there was more focus on, honestly, being a magical girl. I know that, like, the season is about them being idols, but I feel like they need to take their Precure roles a little bit more seriously at some points, you know? So I feel like, honestly, they kind of ruined the idol and magical girl aspect by not having more emphasis on them being magical idols. But the filler's too much. The filler's way too much. Yes. Episode 42 is my new favorite. Really? It made me question why am I watching a BL show? Oh my god! Real. They had so much chemistry. Oh my god, you're so right. Where is Tanaka? Tanaka, honestly, his character kind of makes me sad because they introduced him to be like the manager, to be like the big, like, I'm going to, you know, really promote these girls, I'm gonna turn them into a real idol group manager, and he's just kind of got written off as like a background character who sometimes can come in to answer questions, especially like about the fairy world. So like, Ooh, a samurai fight would be really cool. Yes. Cat theme could work. Yeah. The season was insufferable, and I've never been happier to move on. I have to agree. I feel like, I feel like I'm low-key. I feel like I'm disappointed on a different level. because I really wanted an idol season, and this is not what I was wanting. Especially with the amount of filler that, like, I'm gonna be so real, okay? I am a Naruto One Piece fan. There's a whole butt ton of filler in those shows, but they do the filler right. You know, it's like after a huge battle, after a huge arc, they put in some filler. Or occasionally, after a very emotional scene or something, they might put in a lighthearted filler. That's kind of what filler, in my opinion, should be for. Is, and I know a lot of it is like the studio is like, you know, long running series. Studios will put in filler, like Sailor Moon, for example, has filler in the original anime because they needed time to, like, one, let the manga run, and two, also, you know, like, do the story and like get it all animated and whatnot. It takes a long time to animate, but with this season there was just too much. The filler just was all over the place. It was like episode after episode after episode of filler, and it was just way too much. Like, I want to focus on, you know, the main plot. The fairies are just being neglected in their crystals in the fairy kingdom in Kirakila land, like whatever it's called. Because we haven't seen it since like the first like couple episodes, honestly. Like, I think up until, I don't remember if the fairy queen was a part of Zakyun Kiss, but I know she kind of like was there a little bit for Kokoro becoming Kyun Kyun, but like, I mean, the poor fairies, like, they've been so neglected. Like, what are the Precure even doing to help them at this point? Like, that was set up in the beginning as like the main problem is that the fairy world, the whole reason Puri comes to the human world is to try to find the legendary Precures who can defeat the darkness and save the fairies. And the fairies have just been an afterthought. Like, the girls have been focusing on being idols, doing their own thing. Kokoro running for school president, Nana thinking, maybe I don't want to be a Precure anymore, maybe I want to be a pianist with my mom or something, and like Uta fangirling and having a relationship with Kaito. Like, that is not the main story plot, and yet that's what feels like the main story plot. Now, it's a good thing to see characters and character development. That's a lot of filler's job, is to show character development. Like with Nana, showing how she feels torn because she wants to be with her mother, who is her personal idol, but she's also an idol. She's other people's idol. So I like that in the sense of she's a torn character in that episode. It shows character growth. But like some episodes, like, they gave a whole episode to, I think her name's Himari, but if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, Uta's sister, who just is like a detective trying to find out a silly mystery of what was her parents' secret menu item that they don't speak about. Like, stuff like that is just a little too silly. And like, it's okay occasionally, but when it's silly episode after silly episode after silly episode, it gets annoying. It gets annoying real quick. Real quick. It just feels lazy. The writing feels lazy. And again, I feel like I can say that. Also, my frames are dropping a little bit. Apologies if you see the frame drop. But it feels lazy in my opinion. I can say that. I'm taking writing classes to learn to be a better writer. And I feel like that, again, has really taught me a lot about analyzing writing. And from someone who is literally in classes right now, taking writing classes, learning how to properly write a story, this just feels all over the place. It feels all over the place. Nothing is connecting, and they're trying, it feels like they're scrambling now that we have like a couple more episodes. Like you said, 6 or 7 more episodes left. It feels like they're trying to scramble to very quickly wrap up the plot, but they're still producing filler. Like, next episode is going to be a filler as well. Like, it's just, it's too much. It's too much filler, not enough emphasis on the main story, and it's really disheartening and disappointing, honestly. Yes, this season feels like this was a dip into the filler pool. Honestly. I had hope that the filler pool gets shut down. I couldn't bear doing nothing this season had. Honestly. Oh yeah, writing classes. I do it online. I found a writing class online, so that's pretty nice. I'll say this, look for some Facebook groups, maybe Facebook groups for writers or something. Or I tried to find an Instagram one. I couldn't find an Instagram, but there's a lot of like online like writers groups and stuff where you have people who will help teach you. I do a paid one though, where it's like an online thing, but yes, it is very, very helpful, and it's really fun actually, because I love writing. I love writing. Socializing, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you have to sometimes, in mine at least, read it off to someone. It's a little bit scary. Episode 42 is definitely a reference to Hugto 42. Oh yeah. And that was an up I was teasing, I swear, teasing us for a male star detective Precure. Ooh, interesting, interesting. Yes. Oh, let me see. This strained conflict with each other for over a year now because it's the start of the season, and I like how realistic that season was because friends fight all the time in real life. Oh my god, yeah. I really liked what I saw of Sweet. I kind of stopped watching Sweet just because I got into some other animes, but I really liked the first episode of Sweet, establishing their strained friendship. I like the cat. I believe the cat turns out to be a cure, so that's interesting. I liked the idea of like this kind of music world or society or something. That was really cool. Like, I miss stuff like that, where the villains really feel like they progress the story. These villains did not. They have not progressed the story in any sort of way. But yes, let me do the recaps real quick. It's been 41 minutes, so let me go ahead and do the recaps real quick. I'm gonna recap episode 41 real quick since I didn't do that last week because I accidentally missed it because of work. So, in episode 41, basically this is another filler, and again, I'm not gonna go too into this one because it's just a silly one, just a silly one-off episode. But basically, they're holding student council stuff, and basically Kokoro decides that she's gonna be on the student council. She's gonna run for student council against this other girl named Chio because Chio really wants to be the student body council, but she also doesn't want to have an idol club, something like that. She thinks it's a little silly. But basically the whole episode is everyone is really rooting for Kokoro because Kokoro is low-key like popular girl. Chio is a little bit of a stickler to the rules. She's a little bit more like what's the word? A little bit more like tough love, hard personality, and so people really want Kokoro to win, but Kokoro sees that Chio takes this really seriously, and she really feels like maybe she's taking away this girl's dream, whatnot. The villains attack, and they save everyone, of course, and then at the end, basically, Chio and Kokoro, I'm trying to remember from the top of my head. Chio and Kokoro basically do like this little face-off in front of the whole school for who is going to become the student body president. And Kokoro takes the stage, takes the stand, and everyone is pretty much like, oh my god, yes, you are absolutely going to be the student body president, Kokoro. But at the last second, Kokoro hands it over to Chio because she feels like she could run it better and it's her dream and whatnot. And in the end, they become friends. Yay. Yay. Yeah. Very filler, very not important to the plot whatsoever. So I'm not even gonna waste my time really talking about it. Next up, episode 42, the one we really are here for. This one is a little bit more of a big one because we see that starting off in this episode, we see that Kaito is holding his quote-unquote final concert in the town that the Precure resides. I think it's called Hanamachi, something like that. Anyway, he's holding a concert, and the girls are like, oh my god, Uta, like, you need to go see Kaito. He's talking to you through the screen. And she's like, no, I think he's talking about Kazuma. He is. But anyway, as they're like teasing her, basically, he shows up, and then the girls, Kokoro and Nana, are like, all right, deuces, go speak to him or whatnot. So these two, Uta and Kaito, just kind of have a moment where they sit together by the pier, and they're talking a little bit, and we see more reminiscing of how Kaito kind of still like just really regrets what happened between Kazuma. Also, I think his name is, as a villain, I think Kazuma's name as a villain is Jogi and not Joji, like I've been saying, because in the sub they said Jogi, and I think it's a pronunciation thing, but I'm gonna call him Jogi from now on if I use his name, which I probably won't anymore because I think he's gone. I think his villain is completely gone now. But anyway, this whole episode is basically build up to Kaito having a big concert, and it's a huge concert. He invites all three of our girls, and of course we're gonna take the Precure fairies with us as well. But basically what happens is Jogi shows up and causes terror, and then the Cures have to fight him. And I will say, I picked up on this a couple episodes ago, but I feel like this is something that's been happening recently, which is that I think Cure Kiss has a really cool power where she can like transport them. I think it's called it's like Kiss something. Let me try to look it up. It's like, I got the episode pulled up. It's like Kiss something where she blows a kiss. She says go on kiss, and like a little like a heart with wings flows out, and then it says Heart Garden. I really like this where it teleports them into another space, another area, so that they don't like disturb or hurt or break anything in the real world. I think that's really cool. I think it's a cool battleground that they're transported to. I actually really like that, and I think it's cool. But anyway, we do see that Jogi really beats the Cures up. Like, he really, like, he's a pretty good villain. He beats them up, but when I say he beats them up, his monster beats them up while he just kind of flies there. He's got his little Dakaranda has a hold of Kaito, and all of the Precures are pretty much wiped clean. But we see another, like, little flashback, and I'm gonna be real, I feel like Kazuma really sucks. He's a really sucky friend. Like, I get it. He's upset because if you guys don't remember, the whole premise of his character and his friendship with Kaito is that basically they both wanted to debut as idols together, but Kaito is the only one who made it. Even though they made this friendship pact, even though they trained together, even though it's what they wanted, it just didn't happen this way. Kazuma tried over and over and over again, and he was never accepted as an idol, to the point where he became very resentful of Kaito as he saw him rising in his fame as a legendary idol. And so he turns from just being like a friend to like a fan of Kaito, and just kind of turns very hopeless. He's like, there's no light in this world, yada yada yada. And then we see in his darkest moment, his moment of just like anger and remorse and jealousy, we see Lady Darkine's shadow pop up again, and we see him all of a sudden get into an agreement with Lady Darkine, which again, it's so weird that she just is not a huge focus character for being the main villain. It's very weird. She just kind of pops up all the time as like a little shadow just to like, you know, progress, quote unquote, progress the plot. But anyway, he then turns into an evil version of himself, and we get to see then Kaito, after hearing some encouraging words from Uta, or Cure Idol, he breaks free and he tries to like reason with Jogi slash Kazuma, and says like, the only thing that I've ever regretted was letting go of you and letting go of your hand that day, and I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to give you sympathy. I'm going to reach out this time and try to grasp you. And with these words, he basically, as they said at the end of the episode, Cure Kiss says, the reason you turned into a Precure, Kaito, is because your song and your words were full of passion for something. So with his passion, he then transforms, randomly by the way, which is so weird, randomly, he turns into a Cure Connect. And I say randomly because every other Cure has like a brooch or some sort of magical item that helps them turn into a Precure, but all of a sudden he really quickly flashes into being a Precure. Like really quickly, thinking about his memories with Kazuma, all of a sudden he turns into a Precure. Like all of a sudden, I will say it's a pretty cool transformation. I do really like his outfit. I think the jewelry really slaps with like the large hoop earring, the crown. I almost want to say it's giving Cure Infinity. Also he's got those little like things, like the little wings on like the back. I'm assuming the back of his neck or like costume. It's giving Sunday from Honkai Star Rail to me. It's giving Honkai Star Rail for some reason, but I will say I like his costume. It's very simple. It's very, very simple, but I liked his transformation. I like his outfit. I like the colors. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of him being a Precure though, but it felt very rushed. His transformation was very rushed, and yeah, anyway, he does end up defeating Jogi and turning him back into Kazuma, which, one, how is he so powerful? All of a sudden, this man becomes a Cure all of a sudden, and just through his like words alone and his touch alone, no transformational item, no wand, nothing, he basically is able to like push the darkness from Kazuma and turn him back into his normal self. Crazy. What in the power creep is that for the idols? But anyway, basically Kazuma is very upset because he says, I can't be friends with you anymore. Like, I've caused you too much pain. It hurts too much. I don't want to be friends. But Cure Connect is like, this time we'll be idols together and I won't leave you. This time I will not let go of your hand. And then that leads into all of the other idols automatically getting up and doing the end song and wiping the darkness, the Dakaranda away. Then we see them at the end. We see I'm gonna call him Kazuma from now on because Joji kind of got low-key erased. So Kazuma and Kaito now all of a sudden are like talking. Kaito performs the rest of his final concert with a hit, and we see the two talking after the concert about again how Kaito's like, this time I want to be an idol with you, and Kazuma's just kind of like, I've tried so much. Every time that I've tried to be an idol, I always fail. Like, I'm gonna give up. And Kaito's like, I don't want you to give up because I want to be an idol with you. Let's do it together this time. And then that ends the episode, which brings us to the preview of yet, yep, you guessed it, another filler. For some reason, the idol who is known for her voice, the one who is established throughout the entire season, even before she was an idol, to be someone who loves to sing. She sung in the Glitter Cafe, and yet all of a sudden, for some reason, she can't sing anymore. And I don't understand what this is, honestly, because she's wearing a mask like you would if you were sick, like a face mask if you were sick, but it's like she's not talking or something, like she's not wanting to sing. For some reason, Uta doesn't want to sing. So episode 43 is titled You and Idol Precure Uta's Song. So for some reason, she's really upset and she doesn't want to sing. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know why we have to go down this route. Like, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. But that is the recap. So any ideas or anything you guys want to talk about, now is the time. Yes. Yes. Let me catch up on chat. Let me get a drink real quick and then I'll catch up on chat. Yum. Let me catch. Oh, there's a lot of chat. Let me catch up. Oh really? Tanaka's VA also voices Aizawa from My Hero Academia and Victor from Yuri on Ice. That's interesting. I like that. That's cool. Ooh, Kunoichi? Oh, I like that. Another good thing for Precure, they stand out as ninja. Kunoichi in history were masters of disguise as they use everyday items as weapons. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool season. They want to be Love Live so bad. Oh my god. Yes, episode 21 they did. Also with this one, episode 41 gave me Ellie ISA vibes with no school idols. Also, by the way, if you guys didn't see, I have a cosplay account now. My name on Instagram is GlitterMCosplay, and speaking of Ellie, I just cosplayed Ellie ISA. I'm back to cosplaying again, so cheeky little promo if you want to check it out on Instagram. It is GlitterMCosplay. I'm a cosplayer again. But yeah. Oh, you meant with 41. I got you. I see you. You know what I really hate about this episode? They made the girls get absolutely destroyed just to make the new important one look powerful. That's a good observation, honestly. Like, we know that Uta has this new attack, this new power-up, basically, where she can go into, like, this, like, ribbon mode, where she's, like, got the pink hair and the red dress. She got this new power-up, and yet she was still power creeped. Like, what the heck? Oh my god, you're so right with that. I didn't even think about that till just now. But yeah, no, like, she literally got a whole ass power up to be more powerful. And then all of a sudden, she easily gets knocked to the floor. Like, I could understand the other, like, cures because low-key, they didn't get, like, power-ups or anything, which I'm kind of disappointed about. I would have loved to see all of the other cures, like Zakyun, Kiss, I almost said Yum Yum, Kyun, and Wink. I think I really would have liked to see them, like, really get a power-up, something, because I feel like low-key, the season's really focused on Uta as the Precure, as the main one, and yeah, she's the leader, but it feels a little uneven when, a little unbalanced when just she gets something. And I know, again, she's the leader. It's like a leader thing. But, like, I would have loved to see everyone else get, like, a little bit of a power-up, you know? You know how, like, Sailor Moon, Usagi's the main character. Her name is literally the whole goddamn series. It's Sailor Moon. So, like, yes, she gets the power-ups, but, like, the other Sailor Scouts get power-ups, too. Like, their costumes get a little different. They get different attacks, you know? Like, it would have been nice to see a little bit more love for the other cures instead of just Uta all the time. But yeah, it feels really weird that she got this new powerful power update and then all of a sudden she's able to be just like knocked aside so that Kaito can become the new cure of the, not even group. I think honestly, in my opinion, for what I think they're going on with this, with Kaito being a cure, I feel like this is a one-off thing, or maybe in a couple episodes, because we've only got like roughly 6 or 7 episodes. I think maybe he could come in for the final battle, but I don't think that he's someone who is going to be a part of the whole group. He does not feel like he is, now that he's a Precure, quote-unquote Precure, because I think it was more of just like a, how do I explain this? Like a way to get Jogi out of here to wrap up the whole Kazuma arc. I don't feel like he's a proper Precure. Kind of how I feel like he's getting the again, the Cure Infinity treatment, where it's like technically you transformed and technically you are a Precure, but like you're not in the main group, you know? It's like you're not in the main group, you're not a Precure in the sense of how the main characters are Precures, but you're still technically a cure. And I've actually seen that some people don't even consider Cure Infinity a cure, even though, again, he had his own, like, transformation, he's got his own Precure outfit and his name. Some people do not quote him as a cure. And I've seen this in my videos where, like, people will either be like, you forgot Cure Infinity, or Cure Infinity is not an actual Cure M, and it's like, listen, I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best, okay, guys? I'm trying my best. But, I feel like, yeah, he's definitely not, like, on the same level as our cures that we see in the show, like the UN Idol cures. But it's just kind of interesting that all of a sudden he became a cure, and then Uta and everyone else just kind of like were like, uh-oh, we're defeated. Oh no, who's gonna save us? Who's gonna like, it just felt weird. It felt like a weird way to introduce him as a cure. Like, you could have had a moment where like he was really passionate and he's like, no, I won't let you hurt them, and then turned into a cure instead of just knocking the girls to the side unconscious and just like having Uma scream, no, I'll protect you, Kaito. It's just such a weird way that they went about that. Like, I'll be so real, I would have liked to see more passion come from from Kaito towards Kazuma, because this is his best friend, you know? Like, I would have liked to see, instead of him just being very polite, like, I will not let go of you this time, I feel like I would have liked to see it if he was like a little bit more angry, because we know he's angry with himself. He does not get angry. I would have liked to see him be a little bit more angry with the fact that he left his best friend. He is the one who let go of his hand. I would have liked to see him have some anger, some regret, visibly show that anger and regret, and yet he didn't. So I think I like his cure stuff. I like his outfit. I think it's cool. But like, it's just kind of so-so for me. Just kind of so-so. I FNF Precure, welcome in. Welcome in. Oh my god, yeah. You and Idol plot is getting confusing. I don't know why we're not focusing on the villains or the queen. That's what I said. That's what I've been saying. It's so weird. So weird. Yeah, Kaito had absolutely no plot relevancy up to this point. Why are some people celebrating that he's now a Precure? I feel like they just kind of threw him in. I'll be so real. In my opinion, he felt like a love interest, simply just a love interest. Like, he helped Uta a little bit. I would have really liked to see Kaito really mentor Uta, and not just Uta. I would have loved to see him mentor everyone else, but Kaito only really interacts with Uta. It's like he was meant to be the love interest, but with him being a legendary idol, I would have liked to see him give more advice to at least just Uta. I would have loved for him to be a mentor, give the idols, you know, idol mentoring, and yet he doesn't. He's just, in my opinion, there as a love interest, and I feel like that negates his character, because he had so much potential that he could have done to help the group and to really help the group get stronger as idols and maybe even as magical girls, but he just kind of showed up whenever the show was like, okay, here Uta, here's you some character development in the filler. You have a crush now on him, which you could kind of tell in the beginning from when he was first introduced that he was going to be someone that Uta would have a crush on. But like, I just kind of wish that he was more of a mentor towards the group. I really would have liked to see him be more of an idol mentor instead of just like a random pop-up character that was a love interest. That's what I would have liked to see. Yeah. Anyway. yes. Let's see. Oh, I need to roll this back up so I can see all these comments. Ooh, I've been wanting Kaito as a cure for a while, but didn't expect it to happen in episode 42. Don't forget that, am I saying Henry? I meant Henri. If I say Henry, it's Henri. I'm stupid and I forget that his name is Henri, because French. Randomly transform into Cure Infinity without a transformation device. Yes, he did, but also I feel like low-key, bro was a little bit cooler. I wish Kaito had a little bit more of Henri vibes. Like, I'm gonna be so real. Kind of feel like Kaito is too perfect. He's popular as hell, has tons of fans, and the battle just wins instantly because reasons. Yeah, I get that. I definitely get that. Yes. Yeah, I kind of feel that too. He can't do anything wrong. Honestly, that's why I feel like I'm a little upset with the fact that he didn't get more angry at himself, because everyone sees him as perfect. And, like, he's not a perfect person. That's the whole thing. Like, that's what I feel like they did really wrong with his character, is that everyone sees him as the perfect person, the perfect idol. But he made a huge mistake in ditching his friend. He ditched Kazuma. Like, unintentional, yes, but he let go of his hand. And it's something that he himself says, I wish I never did that. I've regretted it ever since. And I wish that that could have been explored, how even though everyone thinks that he's perfect, he knows that he's not, and he knows that he made a huge mistake that cost him a friend, a dear friend. Like, I think that that perfectness should have been explored for a character flaw and a character trait. Because again, yeah, he just feels like he's too perfect, like he can't do anything wrong. And even the way that he, like, quote unquote makes up with Kazuma feels a little bit too perfect, like a little bit too easy. Like, he's just kind of like, yeah, we can be friends again, it's all okay. And I'm like, you know, it just feels a little bit weird, because again, the way that Kazuma acted was really wrong. Like, he was very, like, jealous, he was very rude, and all of that just kind of got erased in, like, seconds. All of that pent up anger, regret just seemingly got erased, and I don't quite love that. I don't love the way that he was wrote. Yes. But anyway, yes. Yes. Oh yeah, the hair. Not surprised you didn't do the rainbow. Yes, I am back to the pink. We have the pink hair here, as you see again, because my rainbow bangs, they did not turn out the way I wanted them to, and I was low-key really disheartened by it. I tried purple, multiple purples. It just wouldn't stay in my hair, so I felt really just kind of upset about it. But I'm back to pink now. I did do a little blonde thing, which basically, if you were wondering why I recorded that previous video about the Star Detective Precure logo with blonde bleach hair, it's because I bleached my hair, and then the Precure logo dropped, and I was like, well, I need to get this video recorded ASAP now. And also, my hair dye was shipping. It was on a truck somewhere, so I hadn't got it yet, but I had bleached my hair, so I was like, you know what? We're gonna record it like this. And also, everyone was calling me Barbie. I love you. I love you for that. I love you for that. That's amazing. Thank you. I love that. That was so cute. Thank you. Oh my goodness. But yes. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, Jogi wasn't a villain long enough. Yeah, I feel like he could have been a really cool, powerful villain, powered by the fact that he was, like, really upset and just kind of jealous, and I feel like we didn't see enough of that. I feel like he could have been a really devastating, like, powerful villain, but he was added in too late and didn't do as much. I feel like he should have been angrier too. He just kind of smirky and sly. I feel like he should have been angrier. Hi, Holly Pinky, by the way. I'm excited for the new 2026 Precure season. Me too. I really am. I'm really hoping it's going to be a good one. I really hope that it's going to be like a really good one, because this one, while I love idols and stuff, I was rooting for this season. Just feels weird. The season doesn't care about anything. It doesn't even try to be good. The writing is lazy. Episodes are boring. Characters suck. Worst season. Yeah, I agree. It's very lackluster, and I'm really disappointed about that. Villains are supposed to be scary and threatening because the whole season, that's the whole reason anything happens. The only reasons heroes are heroes in the first place. Yeah. The villains are just kind of eh. I don't understand the Kaito hate. It feels forced. I mean, I could see that. But I just feel like Kaito wasn't written very well. I just feel like he was not written very well. I feel like if they had just gone down a different path with his character and really made his character feel a part of the main cast, I feel like he could have been a better character. I just feel like a lot of the writing in this season just feels wonky. It feels off. It just doesn't feel right. Hi, Melanie. Speaking of writing, how are you? I'm so sorry you didn't like the season you've been dreaming about. I know. It's just, it's a little disheartening. I'll be so real. It's a little disheartening. Again, I'm taking writer's class to learn how to write. So, like, I feel like I can critique the writing because it's just kind of blah. Just kind of blah. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Tomorrow's my birthday, guys. Tomorrow's my birthday, so that's exciting. Oh, let me catch up on chat over on Twitch. Oh really? Hummy the cat was voiced by Usagi's VA. Oh, nice. I love that. Another cure I would love to see in the Star Detective. Ooh, is Cure Shadow. That's a cool name. That's a really cool name. 1940s detective mystery silver character The Shadow, and another one called Cure Trancy as a reference to Trancy. Yes, oh my god, yes. Thank you, Chrono. Thank you for the happy birthday. Thank you. On the bright side, we got the first ever turquoise. Oh, we've had some turquoise cures. Yes. Thank you, happy birthday for tomorrow. Thank you, thank you. Okay, real talk though, would you guys categorize them as turquoise or as teal? Because I linked Dore Imani's video in my video because I am not touching on the color debate. I am just not gonna. People get nasty when it comes to the Precure color debate, and I'm not fooling with it. I'm be so real. I ain't fooling with it. People get very heated and very nasty talking about the Precure color debate, but technically in this category we would have, and if I'm missing anyone, feel free to add them. We have Cure Lillian, and now Cure Connect, and Cure Milky. If I'm missing anyone, do let me know. But yeah, like, what would you guys put them as? Because, like, I want to say teal, but I feel like teal is definitely more of a greeny blue, like a darker color. And theirs is very light. So we'll have to see. Yes. Ooh, one of the cure names for myself is Cure Shadow for Taiwa. Ooh, that's good. I like that, Cure Shadow. Like, we could even have like a darker color palette cure, like maybe another black cure. That would be so cool. Whatever season I would have a shadow power I was using it for, get overlooked in my opinion. I gotcha. Yes. Yeah, me too. I'm hoping the villains will do better next year. Yeah. Ooh, Cure Shadow sounds like an evil cure name. That would be a cool name. Like, ooh, okay, I'm just throwing out something that would sound pretty cool. Like, what if you had like a bad to good cure? Like someone who starts off, we've seen this before, but someone who starts off on the bad team who then like transitions into like one of the good cures. So like, you know, like how you have like, oh my god, what was the cure's name in Heartcatch? Dark Precure, the Dark Precure? You know, what if you had like Shadow Cure and then they eventually got on the good side of the cures and became a cure themselves, like a real cure, and they were like light cure, cure light, or something like that, instead of cure shadow, cure light. I don't know. I feel like that would be cool. That'd be something that was pretty interesting. I feel like they really need to do a really good one though if they were going to use that aspect of like, you know, evil to good, quote unquote, because I feel like the writing for evil to good has been a little bit wacky in the last coming years. I feel like the last one, in my opinion, for characters who was like a bad to a good, bad to cure, basically, was oh my god, I'm missing your name. It's either Lulu or Ruru, depending on Japanese pronunciation, but Cure Amor. I feel like Cure Amor was really good for like a bad guy to a good guy, because we saw her from the beginning. We saw her throughout the entirety of the season, and we really saw how her friendship with Imiru really, like, you know, kind of changed her opinion as a robot. Changed her opinion, basically. Is she a robot or was she a clone? I can't remember. She wasn't fully human, but anyway, like, it changed her opinions about the cures because she was shown kindness. Like, I feel like she was the last one that I was like, yeah, this is a good villain to hero story. I can't say anything personally about Cure Finale because I did not watch Delicious Party. So, I can't judge her, so, yeah. Ooh, but yeah, hope to God the season is a good one because both Wonderful Precure and Kimi I can't even. Kimi Yu and Idol have been disappointed. Wonderful is kind of poor lackluster fights, and Yu and Idol is relentless amount of fillers to put even the infamous Naruto filler hell to shame. You're so true. You're so true. Like I said, I love Naruto. I love One Piece, but God, Precure has them beat with the filler. Like, damn. Like, at least those two have like actual arcs, you know, without filler. Like, Jesus. I feel like we've really lost the plot in this season. We've lost the plot because, like, what do you mean? What do you mean there's a filler after filler after filler? Like, it's too much. Ooh, in Princess, I named myself, Kira Pamthria for my love of cats. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Pamthria? Being nocturnal. Ooh. With black as my main color, and I can't read anymore. With black as my main color and burgundy as a subcolor. Oh, Panthra. Gotcha. I like that. That's cool. That's a really cool curiosity. Oh yeah. She's a robot clone invented by the guy. What was his name? Wasn't it her father? Something like that. It's been a while since I've watched Tugto, if you can't tell. Yeah, Emiru was a good role model influence on Ruru, and I love Emiru's adorable guitar playing skills. Yes, that was a really good one. That was a really good one, you know? Teal is more blue. Turquoise is more green, so I say teal. The cure of the ultimate life form. I'm hoping for a yellow cure. Oh my god, me too. I want like a really nice, like proper yellow, and not like another cure Yum Yum where I'm like, I don't know what color she is. Because again, like I mentioned in my video, I didn't mention her as a yellow cure because on one site they told me she was orange, and then on another site it told me that she was yellow, but she's got like all kinds of colors. She's got a lot of red in her too. Like, I just want like base colors, like them to actually embody the color of what they are supposed to be. Like if they are a blue cure, I want them to just be blue and not have like another huge focus on another color, you know? Like like I would love to see them do shades again where they have like for example, if you have a pink cure, I would like to see them do like, you know, a mix of like light pink, like pastel pinks, and like a hot pink or something, instead of like a light pink and a blue. Like, I just want to see them have like, you know, the color that they embody be their main color. Because personally, the way that I like to judge who's like colors and stuff on the cures is by the main colors of their outfit, because sometimes the hair is different. You see that a lot in the pink cures where like instead of having pink hair, they'll sometimes have blonde hair, like Idol, or with Cure Heart, you'll see, or I don't know what her name is. I think it's Cure Flora, the princess one. I haven't watched Go Princess yet, but yes, that's kind of what I judge the outfit by, is like the color. So that's how, in my personal opinion, I would place colors of cures, is based on what is the main color of their outfit. So I'm really hoping we see more just like plain colors. Like, I'll be so real. Like, I'm gonna be so real. I want to see more plain colors. There's a theory about a villain to cure for Star Detective. I'm excited for that. If they can actually write it in a good way, I am excited for that, because I need a good one. I need a good one. Like, imagine this. Imagine having a bad guy that the main cures are chasing the whole time, and them eventually becoming a precure, but like having some like real heart-to-hearts or something. Like, that'd be so good. So good. Ooh, I wish for a comeback of evil cures versus themselves. Like, Smile. Oh my god, yes. See, that's what I really wanted for this season. What I really wanted for You and Idol was I wanted the idols to face off against another evil idol group. Like, I wanted the villains to be another evil idol group who our cures would have to face against, and like at the end have one big epic like dome like performance showdown. That's what I wanted. That's not what I got though. But yeah. Yes. We've lost our minds and the plot for real, for real. Yeah, yeah. Side note, where's my narcissistic leader already? Oh my god, yes. If done right, they could honestly be the best Cure we'll ever see. I like characters like that. I like characters who are a little bit sassy, who, I wouldn't say they're mean, but they definitely have some like diva iconness too. I know some people, which is weird in my opinion, that some people see characters, like especially like the young teen girls who have an attitude or are a diva, and they're like, oh, you're mean. Like, nah, a diva is a diva. Okay, she's an icon. Like, in my opinion, the first one that I think of is Kier Lemaire. Like, I think of her, she's a diva. She's absolutely a diva, you know? Diva, icon, queen. I love that she has leggings, by the way. I say that every time, but I love that she's got leggings. I love that. I love her outfit. God, she's got one of the prettiest costumes. She is, like, genuinely one of the prettiest. And I haven't even watched all of Tropical, but, like, oh my god, she's just gorgeous. Laura is gorgeous. I wish for more power forms like Happiness Charge, Go Princess, and Maho. Yes, oh my god, me too, me too. Or like Smile with the princess forms, like oh my god, yes. 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 Ooh, my only issue with the villains is Cure's villains to Cures is when it happens with other villains will be ignored in their favor. Yeah, yeah. I'm just thinking, I feel like it would be a cool idea to see how do I explain this? Like, imagine for Star Detective, like you have the main villain who is like the big bad, and then like you have like the little sidekick who eventually could become a Precure, and they're learning to turn away from like the big bad and go into like the Precure with like, you know, all the friendship and love and stuff. That would be cool, because that way you would not have too many villains, because I think Precure gets a little bit oversaturated with villains at times, especially like this season where you have so many villains that like they don't have any real relevance other than to be just an annoyance for the Cures to defeat. I feel like Precure really needs to focus on like maybe having like the big bad and then maybe like one or two underlings that you deal with for the majority of the show until the finale where you get to the main villain. Because when you have too many villains, it's a power struggle. And as we've seen with Choco, she literally is not doing anything this season. She is not even important. Like, I like her. She's a diva. She should not have been in this season. You could have just completely wrote out Cuddy, Zuckerty, and Choco. You could have. From the start, you could have just written them out because they really had no relevance whatsoever. And I like them. I think they're cool villains, but like, they really haven't done anything. Like, I'm gonna be so real. Like, Cuddy and Zuckery did more than Choco has ever done in her life, probably. Yeah. That's true. Lemur being a diva, meant that everyone else's screen time would be put in the bin. Yeah, I haven't watched that season, so I can't personally like judge, but again, I do like a good diva character. Like I like a good hottie character, especially if they're written into the story well. I like that. I want a mid-season male Cure alongside a character and or a Cure with two dads or two moms. Oh yes, yes. The only issue I have with Tropical Rouge is Laura having way too much. Ooh, really? See, again, I haven't watched it yet, so I've only seen clips, and it's clips of Laura, so okay. This makes me think a little bit different. Yeah. Laura having way too much time compared to the others. I mean, she's a good character, but has too much screen time. Last thing I'd call Choco is clean. Honestly, Choco is cool. Honestly, she's just lazy in my opinion. She's just lazy. Yes. Okay, let me go back to Twitch for a second. Yeah, she's so lazy with no relevance at all. All she ever does is sit on her ass all day at the bar. Yes, she doesn't do anything. Like, I think it would have been a good way to write it if she was someone who, like, you know, was behind the scenes bossing around Cuddy and Zuckery until eventually, you know, they left and then they joined the Cures. I feel like them joining the Cures and her seeing that should have been her way of realizing that her underlings have left her and she needs to do something about it. That could have given her a great role to become a more powerful villain, and she really failed that aspect. She really failed that aspect. The cures for Go Princess Precure were Flora Mermaid, Twinkle, and Scarlet. Oh yeah, the sassy girls, but not mean. Definitely Macaron, yes. Oh my god, Macaron was just like a full-on icon. Full-on icon. Yes, oh my god. Cure Flora, yes, I really want to watch Go Princess. I feel like for me, the most enticing seasons that I have not watched fully are Maho Girls, obviously, Go Princess, and Sweet. I really want to watch those ones. Girly Pops was said that she's the only one left, and she's drove Cuddy and Zachary away. She really did. She really did. She worked Zachary like to the bone. Like he was so overworked, and like that made me so mad. She really gives like bad boss vibes, who it's like, oh, I'm gonna throw everything onto my like employees, my underlings, and not do anything myself. But now she's all alone, and she hasn't even realized that she's the one who drove them away. Like, where's the character writing for her? Where is her character writing at? I really wish Precure did some good development this season on villains and stuff, because his plot's getting more confusing and time is almost running out. Exactly. Because I know next season we'll have 51 episodes. Yeah. I really wish that they did something with her. Hi, Ashley. Welcome in. Honestly, she's even more annoying than Maron at this point, and the writers at Toei Animation just need to write her off, kill her off, and nothing of value would be lost. At least Maron sort of got better. You know what? I agree with that. I'll say that. Mero is actually a better character than Choco. She is. I'll say it. I will say it with my full chest. Honestly, when I started this season, Mero was really annoying. And I liked the arc that she went on. Not my favorite, but I do like that she is a much kinder character now, especially like with Uta. I feel like the whole rivalry with Uta was so played up, and now that like Mero has joined the team, especially with Uta kind of like low-key being in love with Kaito, I feel like that like frenemies jealousy arc of Mero is just completely gone. Like, it does not feel like she is jealous of Uta whatsoever anymore, and that feels a little weird to me because that was such a huge play thing, and I don't feel like it ever got wrapped up properly. But like, Mero is so much nicer, and she's not as annoying anymore. She's not making rash decisions. She's honestly become a really like essential part of the team with her heart garden thing, where she can transport like the cures into another plane, another realm, so that when they're fighting they don't destroy everything. She's become a character who is actually pushing Uta to go after Kaito, because we know Mero is someone who loves Puri. She loves romance, she wants romance, and she sees that Uta likes Kaito, especially in this episode in 42. She sees that Uta is she's longing to go see Kaito, and she's not doing it. So Mero's now the one who is giving Uta the push to go and like see him, and it's just such a crazy like 180 that she did as a character. But like, I'll be so real, Choco was so much more annoying. Like, she doesn't do anything. Like, what is her purpose? She hasn't done a single goddamn thing. She's just there. Like, why? Like, it's just kind of annoying, and I'm really hoping that we stop getting fillers. Like, I know next episode, like I said, next episode is another silly little filler, so I'm really hoping after episode 43, because we don't have many more left, I'm hoping that it really focuses on the characters, wraps up a lot of these loose storylines, because I'm gonna be so pissy. I'm gonna be so pissy if they don't do that soon. And I will say that if I wasn't doing a stream every week with you guys where I talk about the episodes, I would have absolutely skipped a lot of episodes in the season. This probably would have been a season that I would have waited until it was nearly done before getting into, because I probably would have skipped a lot of episodes considering it is majority filler. So, I'm only watching this and held accountable by the fact that I do a stream every week for it. So, yeah, I definitely would have been skipping too. Exactly. In fact, every time I download a new subbed episode, I just skipped all of her scenes together. That's how bad she's gotten. Yeah, yeah. It's really disheartening. It's really really disheartening to see um the way the villains were not given proper villain time. So it's sad. It's really sad. I like redemption arcs, but at least keep something resembling their old self. Like a narcissistic character can become kinder, but still think highly of themselves. Exactly, exactly. Like, I feel like in human form, Kiss or Marrow has become very mellowed. She's become very mellowed out and very graceful. Even Puri, I feel like in human form, Mellow and Puri have become very mellowed out personality wise. They become a little bit more graceful and even a little bit more mature. And I know that their human form is a little bit older than like our trio cures, but like that's not their personality. When they're in fairy form, like they're very wild and energetic. Puri is obsessed with food, and Marrow is obsessed with Puri. And like, I just feel like in human form, we don't see that energeticness from them anymore. And so I can't even say that I love that because I love their little energetic forms. I love the fairy forms. I feel like they're very like, you know, hyperactive and they're very funny when they're like in their fairy forms, but a lot of that goes away when they're in their human form. So, yeah, absolutely. I wish they would keep certain things about characters that were established in the beginning. But yeah, it's kind of sad. I'll be so real. A little bit disappointing in my opinion. I'm really hoping that Star Detective Precure, one, I want to see some banger fits. I want to see some banger outfits, banger outfits. I also really hope that they do better on the writing because like I said, I really hate to say this because I was really invested in this season. I was really hoping this was gonna be the season of my dreams, and the more I watch it, the more disappointed I feel in it. And I hate saying that, but I'm not impressed with this season whatsoever. I like the characters. Don't get me wrong. I like the characters, but the way that the writing is, especially with the villains, I'm not a huge fan. Just not a huge fan of the way that the season has played out. So I'm a little disappointed. And I will be making a video towards the end of the year. When this is finally completely over, I'll make a video and express my thoughts and opinions about it. But I'm kind of disappointed. And that's where I'm gonna leave that. Miraron went from being an evil beach devil to a sweet angel, but I think the reason they're more mischievous in fairy forms, it probably makes sense for a grown human woman to act like that. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say they're grown. They're in the same like school at least as the idols, Utanana and Kokoro. So like, I don't. Also, if you guys know, let me know. Are they in middle school or are they in high school? Because I know a lot of Precure tend to be in middle school, and I just can't remember if they're in middle school or in high school. But it makes sense, you know, to some degree that they would be a little bit more mature when they're in their human forms, because they are a little bit older. As we can see, they're a lot taller, so I'm assuming taller means a little bit older in this Precure verse, because obviously we don't really get a name sorry. We don't get a proper age for how old they are in their human form, but we know that they go to school now with our main trio, so they can't be much older. I would headcanon, at least, that maybe they're in a class above the idols, maybe, but I can't even remember episodes where I've seen them together in classrooms anymore. Like, I think they're all in the same class, but I can't remember. But they're not super older. They're still teenagers, but they're giving like a younger version of, in my opinion, Michiru and Haruka, where they're very classy, where it's like they're always seen together, they're very classy, there's this air of them where you're like, they're two very elegant people who might have something romantic going on, but also like what's their deal? You know how like when Haruka and Michiru are first introduced in Sailor Moon, where you're like, wow, these people are gorgeous, they're beautiful, they're elegant, they have this gracefulness about them, and they're always seen together. They've got this vibe, you know, without saying that they're in a relationship, they've got this vibe where it's like there's something there. They're not cousins. But I will say it does make me feel a little bit weirded out that Mero keeps calling Puri sissy. I feel like that really got to me. Really kind of got to me. I don't like that aspect of her saying sissy, even though like Mero very obviously has a romantic crush on Puri. Like, that feels a little bit weird. I feel like a lot of stuff in this show just made me feel a little bit weird. Just a little weird with it. It's just a little. I feel like, if anything, the writing was very off. The writing just makes me sad. It makes me sad, yeah. That's a good question, but judging from Puri and Mero's forms, I'm assuming they're much older. Uta, Kokoro, and Chio, since they are 3 elementary school, 5th graders and middle schoolers, but Mero and Puri look like junior high schoolers, and Michiru and Haruka. Yeah, exactly. Like, Puri and Mero definitely look like they should be in high school, but they're in the same school as Kokoro, Uta, and Nana. Maybe I can look that up. You think I can get that up? You think I can look that up? What is Mero Ron's age in you and Idol Precure? It says, oh, Meron is 14 to 15 years old in human form and is a 3rd year middle school student. Okay, she's a 3rd year middle school student. So then let's look at Uta then. This is just pulling it up from like the wiki. What is Uta's age? Uta is also 14. But she's a 2nd year. I'm just assuming that they're very tall. Puri and Mero, just tall. They just got a tall gene. They just got that tall gene. I will say though, in their Precure forms, the 2 of them look like they're adults. They give me adult vibes. Like, they give me Cure Butterfly vibes, where they look a little bit more like they're adults than just like teenagers, you know? But it's kind of weird. Kind of weird. Yeah, exactly. Puri and Mero just showed up at school. They just showed up. Like, you can't just enroll. Like, you have to enroll. You can't just crop up wearing the uniform and be like, I'm one of you now. Exactly. Exactly. My question is, have we ever gotten Precure season that they're in high school? I don't think we've got a season where they've all been in high school. I think we've had seasons where some of them have been in high school. I'm assuming also some of them in elementary school, like with technically Augury and with Imiru, because they are younger. I'm assuming. This is just a big assumption. Maybe. I know we've had some where they're like multiple years of middle school. I feel like that's just a very common age when it comes to magical girls. Would you quit licking, Gus? Please, sir, quit licking. I can hear you and it's disgusting. But I'm talking to my dog, by the way. Because if you guys haven't heard me yapping, I got a couch now. I got a couch to film videos and stuff on, and my dog likes to sit on this little couch, and it's right next to me, and he's just like, lick, 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 and I'm like, please. That's annoying. But yeah, like, the age is definitely something that they don't really touch on a whole lot. So that's an interesting thing. Interesting thing, yeah. Yes, Cure Butterfly is technically an adult because in Hirogaru Sky, she's the only Cure in that group with a driver's license who drives a huge van. Yeah. I think that's been established that she's an adult, which is interesting. I think that's an interesting aspect. But yeah, a lot of magical girl series really focus on like middle schoolers, I would say. Middle schoolers, or I feel like, well, usually it's middle school. There's a couple that focus on like more elementary school kids, like Cardcaptor Sakura, more of like a like in American terms, middle school to like elementary school. But like, yeah, it just feels a little bit awkward. Also, it's kind of hard to distinguish their ages because in Japan the school system is a little bit different. Um, it's a little bit different in other parts of the world too, like the UK as well. So I'm having a little bit of a trouble. I'm having some trouble trying to like decipher it because I don't quite know how the school systems work besides the American school system because I went through the American school system. Also, I'm gonna get another drink real quick. Yum yum yum. But anywho, also I'm still a little sick. I feel like I've been sick for weeks now. I'm tired of being sick, guys. I am so tired of being sick. But ooh, should I say this? Okay, would you guys like to have a proper tour of my new room setup? Because I've changed a lot of stuff. By the way, today, later on today, Vlogmas starts. Vlogmas Day 1 is going to start. So, if you guys would like to see some stuff like that, let me know. Okay, I see a yes. I see 2 yeses. Okay. I see 2 yeses. I see 2 yeses. So, yeah, Vlogmas is starting. So, I see 3 yeses. Okay, I got you guys. I already have Day 1 pretty much filmed for Vlogmas because I'm vlogging, so I've already done some vlogging today. You'll see some of that. I'm going to post them a little bit later at night to give me proper time to vlog throughout my day and like showcase oh my god, my chair's falling apart. Sorry, that's not what I was saying. My chair just started falling apart. But yeah, I'm gonna post those a little bit later on in the day just so that I have more ample time to like film and to make sure that I'm getting them out consistently enough. But yeah, tomorrow's my birthday, so I'm gonna be not here at my state tomorrow. I'm actually going out of state for like a little day trip with my family. It's gonna be really fun. I'm really excited because there's a Disney store where I'm going and I really want some Disney plushies. I don't want to go ham on Disney stuff because I do plan, I'm still planning with my family members because if you haven't heard me yap about this, my family has been invited by some other members of my family to go to California next year, and so we're planning to do a family Disney trip. So that's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna be really happy about that. But like, I'm gonna be so real. I don't know if it's just a me thing. I'm gonna be 23 tomorrow. Insane. But like, I really feel like the older I get, the less I want to do on my birthday. Like, my mom's birthday was a month ago. Like, our birthdays are exactly a month apart. So mine's December 2nd and my mom's birthday is November 2nd. And for her birthday, I was like, so what do you want to do for your birthday? And she's like, I don't want to do anything. I just want a day where I sit at home and chill. So we got some takeout. We ordered takeout. I got her some donuts because she didn't want a cake. So I was like, you want some donuts? And she's like, yeah. So basically my present to my mom for her birthday, because I kept asking her like, what do you want for your birthday? And she's like, I don't really want anything. I have everything that I want. Like, I really don't want anything. And I'm like, well, I gotta get you something. And she's like, you can just buy me some food. So I got us takeout. I got us some food. I ordered food from Olive Garden and we picked it up. And then I got her some donuts from Krispy Kreme and we took that home and we just like watched some TV together. That's what she wanted for her birthday. And I'll be so real, I really liked that. That was a nice vibe. I really enjoyed it. But as I get older, the more birthdays like things happen, I'm like, I really don't want to do huge parties. Also, I feel like I was very sad growing up because like with birthday parties, like I always wanted to have a really nice birthday party and like it just didn't happen. Never happened. Where like, you know, where people would post Instagrams of like, I'm having a birthday party with all my friends and it's all nice and decorated and they're wearing pretty dresses. Yeah, I never got that. Never got that. So Sadly, that I feel is out of the question for me now, because low-key, I kind of just want to have very simple stuff for my birthday. Like, I'm just gonna go eat some food, do some mall shopping, and then come home and probably take a nap. Like, that sounds like a fun birthday to me. That's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I might stream a little bit on the gaming channel tomorrow as well, because as you can see, you see up here, we have a subathon goal. We've already done our subathon, we've already hit our goal, but my birthday's tomorrow, so if we can hit any more subs, that would be amazing, so that it can go into the computer, because I gotta do my computer upgrades. It's like $500, so any little thing helps for birthday stuff as well. We'll go into like computer. Obviously not obligated to give anything, but there's that. I also do have an Amazon wish list that's mostly just for cosplay, but again, not an obligation. But I know some people will do this thing. I think this is just something that, like, when you cosplay, this is what you get from people who are like, I want to see you cosplay this. You need to cosplay this character. And it's like, sometimes it's okay if it's like a suggestion where people are like, can you cosplay this character? That's okay. I've had some comments, especially in the past as a cosplayer, where people are like, you have to cosplay. I want you to cosplay, you know, this character. I'm like, if you keep commenting that on everything that I post, I'm just gonna start posting my Amazon wish list so you can go and buy it for me. Like, dang, I literally, like, back when I was cosplaying, when I was a teen, I had somebody who on everything, even on my, like, on this YouTube channel, I had someone who, like, kept telling me to cosplay a certain character that I didn't even know who they were. Like, I had to look them up, and they were like, cosplay this character. I want to see you cosplay this character. This cosplay's okay, but you would look so much better cosplaying this character. I accidentally, like, not accidentally, I definitely did this on purpose. I sent them one day in one of the comments my Amazon wish list, and I was like, if you want it, buy it. Please stop asking me to, like, cosplay this character. And they never asked again, but I'm like, okay, I'm completely cool with suggestions, but, like, that gets a little bit too much. That becomes a little bit of an annoyance, and I'm sure they don't mean anything bad by it or anything. I'm sure they mean well, but it's like, you know, on every single thing that I post, like, oh my god, I think they posted on like a like what's it called, like an Instagram post where I was talking about my dog dying. My dog had cancer, and I made a very emotional post, and they literally commented on that and was like, you should cosplay that character. And I'm like, you've got to stop. Like, you've got to stop. That's a whole nother level of, like, a little bit too much, so yeah, like, anyway. I am a cosplayer again. I have a TikTok again too, so if you guys watch TikTok or like TikTok, I'm on TikTok, again, Instagram and TikTok, Glitter M Cosplay. I'm only posting cosplay stuff there. I'm not really on I'm not on TikTok to necessarily grow a following. I just kind of post on TikTok to get content for my Instagram, because I'll be so real, it's so much easier to make cosplay content on TikTok than with Instagram Reels. Instagram Reels really suck. You can't edit the video like you can on TikTok. So I am on TikTok again, but that's just kind of to, like, make videos for other content as well. Like, I also posted a video on my second channel, like a little short. It's also on Instagram, where I posted a little preview of, like, my new little filming couch area. I filmed that on TikTok, and genuinely, I don't know what it is about TikTok, but, like, everything looks so much better on TikTok than, like, trying to film on Instagram. Like, I don't know what it is. TikTok just seemingly, the camera looks so nice. Like, I remember, like, trying to make cosplay reels, because when I say I took a hiatus from cosplay, I mean I took a cosplay hiatus from, like, posting regularly. So I only posted a couple times a year in cosplay, just whenever I felt like it. And I would take videos on what's it called, like, on Instagram. I can't remember the name. I would take like reels on Instagram, do reels on Instagram, and I'm like, dang, my camera quality is so bad. And then I got back on TikTok recently and I'm like, why is this so much better? I don't get it. It's so weird. It's so weird. Be safe out there, Em. I heard wild stories about Disneyland. I've heard wild stories about Disney too, and trust me, I'm taking precautions. I think I take precautions on everything. I would want Precure merch, FNAF merch, and 3D printer. The FNAF movie is in a couple days. Sorry, I got insane there. The FNAF movie is coming! The FNAF movie is coming! I get to see Pookie Wookie Josh Hutcherson again. I love Five Nights at Freddy's. I was a Five Nights at Freddy's kid. You've got me riled up now, but I love Josh Hutcherson. He was my first ever celebrity crush. The fact that he is in Five Nights at Freddy's has me kicking my feet and giggling. Peter Malak was always my favorite character in the Hunger Games, and then Josh Hutcherson played him, and I was like, I now have an obsession, and so I've had an obsession ever since with Josh Hutcherson. So, oh my god, I'm sorry, tangent, but yes, I'm so excited for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I'm so excited. I think it comes out Friday, doesn't it? On the 5th? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yes, but me too. Including the Instagram comments, and I don't know why they're so mean. Honestly, Instagram is so mean. Like, TikTok is pretty mean too, but for me, the comments that I have got so far have been very nice on TikTok. And on Instagram, I have all of my Instagram limited because people genuinely are so goddamn mean. They are beyond mean. They're just like inciting bullying and hate, and like, I ain't about that. Like, you ain't gonna ruin my fun. I'm gonna be so real. So like, honestly, I think that's the best thing. Like, yes, I'm a content creator, and yes, I make money from this, and yes, it is one half of my job because now I have another job. A quote unquote an actual job. But like, the thing is, like, I'm gonna be so real. I'm, even as a content creator, I'm gonna protect myself from comments, especially mean comments. Like, I don't make content for, you know, people to just have an excuse to be an asshole with. So like, I limit stuff, and like, if you ever wondered like why some of my shorts are like no comments, it's because people are also very mean on YouTube Shorts, and I'm not about that. Like, I post magical girl content, and occasionally you'll get like people who are like, don't you think you're too old for this, or this shit's for kids, or like, this is just pure shit. Like, just fuck off. Like, be so for real. Like, it's just annoying, and I make the content for people who get it, and if you don't get it, then you don't get it. So I protect myself on a lot of platforms by limiting or not having comments. And honestly, I mean, I'm still able to like make money from doing it, and I'm protecting my sanity. So you know, like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, you know, I know some people are like, but like, comments will help the video grow, and I'm like, yes, but I have a short that hit 1.2 million views on this channel with no comments ever enabled. So like, I think I'm good. I think I'm okay. you know, and like, I've also got comments where people are like, but I want to talk to you, or like comment about it, and I get that, and I'm really sorry that it like ruins everything for everyone else. Like, it truly does. Like, me having to limit stuff really just like, you know, like, ruins the content for like people who actually want to have a conversation and talk. But like, I'm gonna be so real, people are just so violently mean. You know, I'm not gonna let that happen, you know. You know. But anyway, yeah, the comments low-key are limited and disabled. I feel like I should address that because I see some people, especially new people, because we did hit 14K on this channel. We hit 14K very recently, and so I've seen a lot of new people come in, and a lot of people have been like, why no comment? Why no comment on this? And the answer is that a lot of people will often either come to the live stream and talk, or you know, talk or answer stuff in like other uh places, like on Instagram or on um even like just YouTube videos that I post. Like, again, I'm sorry that, like, you know, it kind of punishes my followers and people who actually like the content. But like, I'm gonna be so real, I cannot deal with people just being assholes to be assholes. Like, I think I have pretty thick skin. I was a retail manager. I had a very scary incident at work one day, and I think I can handle people being mean, but like, I'm gonna be so real. People are only human, and it really gets to you after a while, you know? Like, one bad comment, it's like, eh, whatever. But if it's like a lot, then like, it's gonna get to you regardless, you know? So I'm like, I protect myself in the ways that I can, so yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, let me catch up. I'm a little bit lost in the comments. I'm never going on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or Reddit ever again. They're so toxic, too woke, and too straight up weird. Yeah, Twitter is one of those things, like, even though I said I would never get Twitter again because it's so toxic, but I got Twitter so I could like interact with like VTubers and stuff, and so far it's been very pleasant. I've interacted with just like VTuber friends and like artists and stuff, and it's been very pleasant. But like, if I go outside of my Twitter space that I've accumulated with friends, it's like hell on earth. And I'm low-key very upset a lot when I go to Twitter, because it's always like, here's a Google Doc on this person, here's a Google Doc on this new VTuber like that you've never seen before, and it's like, I don't love it. So I don't go to like Twitter a lot. TikTok, I don't really look at because I just focus on posting stuff for other apps there. Occasionally I might like some cosplayer stuff, but that's really it. I don't really use Reddit. Reddit's just not a thing for me. I do like Instagram. Instagram is like the social media that I like to use, but I cannot stand the comments. People are just so like insufferably stupid. Like, and the rage bait has become a very big problem in like the communities all across social media. Like, people just make private rage bait accounts. Like, literally I see it all the time where like you'll look in the comments of a video and someone will say something abhorrently just like evil, and like their name is literally like rage bait account 12345. Like, be so fucking for real. It's so annoying. You know what it is. You know it's just someone trying to farm rage bait, which, I mean, in a way, thanks, you're helping the creator. Getting more comments, you know? You're just helping the creator. So like, yeah. Yes. Oh yeah, the spoilers. Yeah, I don't want to see spoilers for like the movie either. I got you, I got you. Really? Really? The FNAF movie 2 is coming out on the 5th, but people can watch it on Thursday, so they have... Really? So they can see before it releases? That's... I wish I knew that. I got tickets for the 5th. I already got tickets in advance because I was like, oh, it's gonna sell out, but dang! Should have got that. I wish that negativity wasn't allowed in the internet, so that way people could be happy and respectful. My biggest wish for next year is world peace and things to go easy and better. That's all I want. I just wish that social media would be a little bit more restrictive of the way that they let people talk to each other. Because, like, people have always been evil and nasty, but, like, I feel like social media really encourages people to be nasty and evil for clout and for money. Because people will do that. They'll rage bait, they'll say violent, evil things to get views and clicks, and they don't even care because it gets them money. You know, ad revenue, views, it gets them money, and that sucks. So, yeah, I would love to see the internet be a little bit more, like, restrictive on the things that they allow people to say. Like, of course, people have free speech. I see that always popped up where it's like, oh yeah, like, well, I have free speech, I can say what I want. You can say what you want, but you don't just get the right to say disgustingly vile things about people, you know? Like, that's not okay. Yeah, I don't really like, I'm gonna be so real, I don't really like shorts. I don't really like YouTube shorts. Yeah. Yes, exactly. You can't go on Reddit without being flashed. For real. For real. Yeah, the TikTok guidelines on photos, because they posted a lot of inappropriate stuff, and I don't know why they still allow it. That's why I don't go on Facebook. Like, my mom has Facebook. I don't have Facebook anymore, but she's like, every time I go into Facebook, it's not just like what's the word? Like older people or like you know, certain types of people. But it's like my mom's like, you go on there and it's like just all AI and all like corn on the cob videos, and it's like, why even use this app anymore? Like, I think I went on there because my mom had like a birthday post train that was going, and I just wanted to comment like a picture of us on it, and it was just like all like corn on the cob and AI stories and like slop, honestly, slop. Yes. Dumbasses, when cyberbullying, just leave the chat. Okay, if you're being bullied at school, just leave, dude, so ignorant. Yeah. 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 Yeah, the Facebook is just ass. That's the best way to put it, just ass. Yeah, trust me, some people you just can't please, and there's always gonna be a-holes like that. Trust me, I've dealt with a lot of mean-spirited a-holes in the past. I don't know why I'm censoring stuff. By the way, we cuss over here. Just a little bit. I am not a very PG-13 person in person. Don't let them get to you and they're not worth time or money. Exactly. That's why I like limit comments and stuff, just because I don't want to have time for that. You know, I don't want to invite that into my life as a content creator. Like, I don't welcome that energy. Yes. Be yourself. Yes. Grifters, I hate grifters in general, especially rape channels. Like, oh my god, this movie sucks. Yeah, this anime sucks for no reason. So only then ad revenue, money, tweets, views instead of being honest to their fans and friends. Yeah, exactly. Like, it just makes me so upset. It makes me so upset. I hate it. But yes, sadly, it is the internet we must all live up through. Yeah, I hate the AI stuff. I hate it. AI sucks. Let's just go ahead and say that. This channel is a proud hater of AI. Proud AI harder hater. I can't speak today. Oh my god. My throat is like dying because we've been 2 hours of just straight up yapping, and I'm kind of sick, so I'm like the whole time. But yes, okay. We're gonna wrap the stream up here because I think my throat needs to rest because I'm dying a little bit. We are an AI hater on this channel. We also are excited to see the FNAF 2 movie. You and I know Precure, Little Whack, Star Detective Precure, possibly excited. What else did we talk about? M's birthday is tomorrow. Little TLDR. I can't say it, oh my god. TLDR of what we talked about today. Yes. But yes. Yeah, the AI stuff is so fucking annoying. It's so gross. It's so stupid. Proud AI hater. Exactly. Yes. Yes. You know, yeah, a lot of people try to set you off, but for the most part, I keep calm and mellow and tone it out. Yeah, just gotta ignore it. Just gotta ignore the negativity and whatnot. But yes, I'm going to cap the stream here because I did say we were going to do a little bit of a longer stream because, again, I accidentally missed last week's stream, episode 41, so that's why this is a 41 and 42, because I accidentally did not do the stream last week because on my site that I watch Precure, just to TLDR, on the site that I watch Precure, it got delayed and then I had to work when it actually came out. So we're doing it 2-in-1, a 2-in-1 special, a little bit of a longer stream today just for that 2-in-1 benefactor. But yes, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you have a very good week. I hope you had a great week full of yummy food. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, hope you had a good holiday. I hope you had some good food. I made deviled eggs. They were bussin'. I might go eat another one because they're delicious. But yes, hope you guys have a very great rest of your day. Next time I see you, I will be 23. I'm getting older. But anyway, but anyway, I hope you guys have a very great rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.